But I got to ask you, man, you said I was a good salesman. I want to know how does selling work, man? What worked for you as a 19-year-old, or even at now, whenever you're selling anything, right? What are the tactics of a good salesman?
So back in the day, right, when it comes to selling, it was all about being able to draw the big picture in front of the client, right? Mm-hmm. That's essentially what you have to do. So when it comes to benchmarking, they always used to benchmark us against other, software development, web design companies, right? Mm-hmm. And the portfolio that we had was like 10 times better than any agencies out there, because again, right, we are not a local agency hiring local talent to get some kind of website up and running. Right. Mm-hmm. So that gave us a big, how do I put it? A big advantage over other people. And I could potentially say that, hey, you know what? The agency charges you 10,000, but this is the product that you'll get. Mm-hmm. Right. But we are not them. We only work with the top 1%, making it sound like we're super exclusive. We pick our own clients, right? Positioning of what you're trying to do, right? And backing it up with some amazing work. Right. Now, a lot of people say that, Vaibhav, we're just getting started. How do we have work? We don't have work. How do we go about it, right? In such cases, again, I go back to the same point. Build your own products. Build your own website. Build fictitious websites of companies or brands which doesn't exist, right? All the client cares about is they go to the website and they see if the website is up and running. That's all they care about, right? And you're not doing anything wrong because you have done that website. And the client is buying you in for the work that you have done. And that is your work. And this was our first 10 projects, because initially it was painful, dude, because it's super sad, right? Like locally there were brands which are selling a website for like $10,000, which is like $150, right? And we didn't want to do that shitty work, right? So we had to make a client pay us like 50 grand, not like you get my point, right? 600 to 1,000 to $1,500 to start with. And for that to happen, we need to show them the level, the degree of difference. Right? Where they say, see, most of these people have the money. They don't want to put the money because they don't think this is important. It's the same way, right? When you go to a store, you have the money, you look at really nice shoes and you have the money, but you don't buy it because you're like, it's okay, but it's not great. But when you see a shoe which is like amazing and you have gone to buy a shoe any which ways, right? You're okay to crank up your budget by 50% just to make sure you get that Air Jordans instead of some plain Nike because you love those shoes. And that is all about positioning, right? And on top of that, we were able to talk about how much conversions had improved for people just because of a good website. Because it builds trust, it builds credibility, right? We literally told them, why did you reach us out? Instead of the 5 other agencies, while we clearly said that we are 4 times more expensive. The reason is you looked at our website, you looked at our work. It works and it has a massive impact and you know that. So these were the kind of tactics, that we were selling, and we were never pushy. I was never pushy saying, hey, do you want it? No follow-up calls, nothing. We would do one follow-up call, but we were all about, hey, you guys let me know. We'll let you know if we can work with you. That was the tone that we flipped around. We made it sound like it's a big deal to work with us because we are only picking up 5 projects in a quarter, right? And when that is the case, I have only 1 slot open. So you let me know if you're interested and I might be out of slots. And there were times when we would write all our clients who didn't convert an email saying that, sorry, we've been getting a lot of leads for websites. If you're looking for one, we are not ready for one yet. But what you could potentially do is we'll be open in 3 months. So you could pay X amount of money and book your slot. While there was no demand deficit that we had on the other end. We just tried to create that exclusivity and FOMO to make sure that people feel, oh man, if I have to work with them, I have to wait for 3 months. Then people will pick up a call, Vaibhav, I really need you guys. Can you do it right now? I was like, sure, but we'll do it at a premium of 30%. And I'm like, please do it. And that used to work as well.
Subscribe for more of this good stuff. See y'all in the next one.